Alright guys, it's Dr. Storm Shannon here again with stormshannon.com. In this video, I'm going to be going over some shoulder isometrics. This is a great follow-up to the shoulder circle exercise that I showed. That's why the peanut butter's still on the floor, if you're wondering. This exercise, real basic. So again, this is going to start activating the muscles around the shoulder without having to put it through a lot of range of motion in case your shoulder's really sore and you can't move it much without a lot of pain. We're going to do this to start activating some of these muscles to start stabilizing this joint again for you. So all we're going to need for this is a wall. So all we're going to do is we're going to go in 4 directions. We're going to go forward, backwards, out, and across. But I'm not going to be moving my arm. I'm just going to be pushing in those directions against the wall, right? So first one, just pushing straight back. And all of these, I want to make sure my posture is really good. So chest up, to make sure you're in proper position. Think of your chest like a jug of water, right? So if my chest is rolled forward, that jug is spilling out, that water is falling out. So I want to make sure that chest is high so that water doesn't fall out of that jug, right? So that's the position I want to be in with my chest. Shoulders pulled back a little bit. Not crazy pulled back, but just kind of in alignment so that your shoulders are directly over your hips, right? So from that position, I'm going to make a fist. I'm going to push into the wall, just push backwards. I'm not pushing really hard. I'm just pushing enough to where I feel the muscles around my shoulder tighten up. That's all I need. This is an activation exercise, not so much of a bringing on strength. So I'm just trying to get the muscle to fire better again, to start stabilizing that shoulder. So all I need is activation from those muscles. So I'm just going to push with like 20-30%. I'm going to hold for 5 to 10 seconds, and I'm going to relax. So a lot of times when you first start, we'll have you hold just for 5 seconds and do 10 repetitions, and that way it gets more frequent breaks, but we still get a lot of repetition. As you start to feel like it's getting stronger, we'll do a 10-second hold for 5 repetitions, and then we'll build off of that. So that's the first one, pushing back, right? So if I want to push forward, I just come to the other side of the wall, and I'm going to push forward. Or if I want to push forward here, I can do the same thing. So again, chest up, shoulders back a little bit, and I'm pushing forward. Make sure as you're pushing forward, you're not losing this as you're trying to push hard. Again, we just want to activate those muscles enough to make them kick in. We're going to hold that for that 5 or 10 seconds, and we're going to relax. From there, we're going to push out. So it's trying to push away from my body. Same thing, pushing into the wall. And then the last one, we're going to be pushing towards. So for that one, I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to push towards like I'm trying to bring it back to my side, and I'm going to push in that way, and we're going to hold. So again, to start with like a 5-second hold, 10 repetitions. As that gets easy, go to a 10-second hold, 5 repetitions, then you can go to 10 by 10 and all of that kind of stuff. Do them in that order, so do all 4 of them and then do all 4 of them again. The reason is we want to activate all the muscles around and keep doing that instead of just activating the same muscle over and over and over and over again and then going to the next muscle. Because our body really doesn't work that way. Our muscles work together. So we want to start firing them in a pattern to start getting them used to working together again. So try that for me. If you're having a lot of shoulder stuff, you can't move it a whole lot, add this to the shoulder circle exercises. So if you haven't watched that video, watch that video, do those first, then do these. Do this a couple times a day to start activating and getting the shoulder back online for you. Give it a try. Let me know what you think.